Hello my dears and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Pamela and I put out beauty related videos on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Today's video was sort of a little bit of a challenge, full face using one eyeshadow palette, and yeah, I did all of this using an eyeshadow palette. And I don't want to toot my own horn here, but I think that it came out pretty sweet. I will say I am just looking a little bit blushy today, but you know, all in good fun. It all comes off at the end of the day anyway. I, of course, chose the infamous, my favorite, the one I talk about the most, the e.l.f. Matte for Matte 2 palette. When I was brainstorming this sort of challenge, I thought this would be the most perfect palette to do this whole look with. Got stuff that looks kind of like bronzers in here, blush, stuff for my eyebrows. Now, there are a couple of things I did that are obviously not from this palette, such as applying foundation, you know, my concealer. I did not use this palette to powder my face because that would have taken forever. And of course, you know, highlighter. There isn't a highlighty shade in this palette. Everything is matte and your girl likes to glow, so I did go in with my own highlighter. So other than that, everything else on my face did come from this palette. Just goes to show that it's like the best. It's the best. So yeah, I'm gonna quit my babbling and let's just get right into it. Yeah. Okay, as you could see, I have already done basically my base. As I explained in the intro, things such as liquid stuff, foundation, concealer, they're just not going to be replaced with one eyeshadow palette. So I'm going to jump into the darkest brown in this palette and I'm going to attempt to fill in my eyebrows with this. Okay, yeah, looking a little too red. Too red for me, but we're going to make this work. I'm gonna add just a tiny bit of that black in here just to see if I can make it a little darker. Okay, I've zoomed you out just a little bit because now it's time for the fun part, the face. Let's jump into this, shall we? I think the first thing I'm gonna do is obviously bronze, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to mix these two shades together and pray that this is gonna look, you know, somewhat pretty. I'm going to pick up literally the smallest amount of that brown to see if I can warm it up just a tiny bit because it is looking just a little too like red for me. Ugh, I've made a muddy mess. I made a muddy mess. Now it looks like I have a contour. I'm gonna use a little bit more of a fluffy brush versus this crazy dense brush to see if maybe I can build this up and make it look nice and bronzy. Looks pretty okay. Not the best bronzer slash contour, even though I never contour, but it's not terrible. Now to do the other side. Okay, for blush, I figured I would start with this pink here because it's the safest pink. I think that this pink here might be a little too loud for me. Now to try to pick up as little as possible. Awkward smile. Yeah, that's a pretty cute pink. I don't mind it. Now I am gonna take my buffer brush that doesn't have any product on it and sort of, you know, tone it down just a tad bit. Now, of course, the e.l.f. Matte for Matte is an all matte palette, so I am going to cheat just a little bit because I love highlight and I want to wear highlight, so for the eyes, obviously it's going to be super simple because that's what this palette is meant for. So I'm just gonna go ahead and speed right on through this. So I am going to use the black one here for eyeliner today. I'm basically just going to stamp a little bit on the upper lash line here and hope for the best. Okay, so I am super impressed as to how my eyeliner came out today. Just using that black eyeshadow for eyeliner is like, let me show you how good it looks. I mean, do you see that? That's so good. Like I said, I did get a little bit of fallout, but not enough to like ruin my entire like makeup look. So for lips, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with some chapstick, and then I'm going to jump into that really pretty like corally shade in the palette and hope that it, you know, has some pretty decent color payoff. Oy, maybe not. It is sort of like making my lips look a little crustier than they actually are for you guys today. So hopefully you enjoyed this little tutorial. As I'm seeing myself in the, you know, viewfinder here, now that my makeup has settled, I am noticing that it looks really, really good. Like I am seriously considering just traveling with this like forever. It was so like versatile. You can totally mix shades to customize it for your own liking. You know, like I said, the only thing that kind of like was like the bronzing and the contouring and stuff. Yeah, if you liked this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and spread my love for makeup, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. Come on. There we go. We just gonna have some bold brows today. Partly blend. I am. Please blend out. Oh, please. Where are you? I'm just crazy.